Welcome everyone, I'm Nirvana Sparkle and this is your new 26 7th heaven for this week. Oh man, today is going to be a busy one and hopefully you'll see the results of it tomorrow morning at this time, as I spoiled before. So, one last time. If you want the spoiler free movie review, tune in tomorrow at this time. But let's get to today's episode, Once Upon a Zeppelin. Here's the funny thing about being famous. Being famous often means little to no privacy, serving the needs of others before yourself. And even in YouTube land, especially if you have a lot of subscribers, this is definitely the case. You're more or less serving your audience base than you are yourself. And sometimes you want to do everything to make your fans or people that want to see you happy. I mean, it's the notion of all celebrities to be loved or liked. For my beloved waifu, Twilight, this is the case today, as she just wants a vacay from signing a bunch of royal forms and being boring and doing everything that princesses do. So she decides to join her family on a Zeppelin. Yes, in Equestria, apparently cruises are done in the air. But who set up this cruise, might add, but the long returning Iron Will? Yes, he has not been seen since putting your hoof down all the way back in season 2. It's been 5 years, almost to the episode number, that we've seen this character again. And he set up a princess cruise for Twilight and Cadence to entertain everyone whilst doing different activities. But naturally, Twilight is not informed of any of this until it's far too late. But being the princess that she is, and one of the reasons I love her so much, she decides to be her selfless self and take on the responsibilities herself of entertaining the cruise while allowing her family to do whatever they want and enjoy their vacation. This selfless attitude backfires. Why? Because there's no boundaries. Sometimes in life you gotta set the line. There's certain things that you will not do, cannot do, or don't feel compelled to do. You have to have the courage to say enough is enough, no matter how selfless you are. Being selfless is a great thing, but it can sometimes come at the cost of your own enjoyment, your own creativity, and your own happiness. Yes, we all want to make each other and our families happy with one another. Heck, that's what being a good family member is. But taking care of yourself and enjoying it too is equally as important. And there's only so much, even here on the internet, that we should allow people to see. Privacy and alone time with your family or even yourself is absolutely vital. Because especially when you're a public figure, like YouTubers are, it can get very hard to get any time for yourself. You're always working, even when you're not working. And this can also apply in life in general. So, don't be afraid to ask for some space. Even though it may disappoint people, you being happy will give you the power to make other people happy, regardless of how selfless you are. But it's that selflessness that Twilight Sparkle has come to idealize that makes her such a great character. And this episode allows not just her, but her entire crazy family to shine. Flurry is of course being cute beaties, as the little alicorn baby always is. Shining Armor is of course being a goof and lovable too, even with all his air sickness, which is a running gag through the episode, played to great effect. Cadence is of course the voice of moral reason and manages to pick Twilight off the ground. But the real stars here are Twilight's parents, Twilight Velvet and Nightlight are their official names. And finally, they are given their own space to flesh out their characters, and boy are they fun. Nightlight is a caring, considerate, but high energy, high excitement father who loves him some bingo. But he's the perfect down to earth dad. While Velvet is, well, how can I put this? Jeff Hardy crazy. She loves bungee jumping. She loves diving over falls. She's a little nuts. Which, now that I know that, I'm going to be a little bit more careful next time I go on a crazy field trip. All in all, the parents end up stealing the show, as well as a fan who happens to win the day with Try Family Star Tracker, who is a loving fan who just wants to participate but ends up being too close. In fact, he's the visual metaphor for the moral itself, about letting people too far in and not giving enough space, which is absolutely perfect. All in all, the Sparkle family ends up making this episode a win, and the return of Iron Will is a nice one, as he's not doing anything mean, just secretive without telling anybody. And everybody ends up having a nice time in the end. Even Twilight. Even at times to her own dismay. This episode is a perfect Princess Thing follow-up to Putting Your Hoof Down. And Twilight does much better here than Fluttershy's outing. But it's definitely the Sparkle family that makes this a winner. A delightful, charming, cute, poignant, just loving episode. You can't hate this one. And I can't either. Funny, endearing, with a strong moral, and the return of one of the stronger characters in the series for subs. Once Upon a Zeppelin is a perfect 6 out of 6 and a great start for even my crazy day. Let's just hope on the big screen the show can live up to its small screen potential today. So what are your feelings on Once Upon a Zeppelin? Tell me down in the comment section below, and make sure to subscribe to keep in touch with everything My Little Pony, including next week's N26. Until next week, I'm Nirvana Sparkle. Find peace in your own Nirvana. And thanks for watching.